So this here is Waddesdon Manor. Here's all the bikes down one side, and there'll be a load of bikes down the other side as well. They've already started at the top there, so you can see at the top there they've got bikes, and they keep arriving. So that's Waddesdon Manor. There's the 4 trucks. There's the band over there, all starting to sort of do their thing. So here we go. Here's the trucks, all standing with giants, all waiting to get going a little bit later today. This one's got all the wheelbarrows and everything on, and you can see there the knitted poppies. So there's the other trucks, the other 2 trucks, and they're parked right in front of Waddesdon Manor. And this is Waddesdon Manor, home of the Rothschilds. Yes, those Rothschilds. So this is looking from the house back down the main drive to the fountain at the bottom end, and through the trucks and where all the bikes are parked up. So there you go. This is what it looks like from the entrance to Waddesdon Manor itself. Have a look across there. It's a beautiful house and beautifully kept grounds. So for all you girls that have been knitting, and lads, there's some lads have been knitting as well, this is what they've done with them. So they've mounted them all on the bases of these what's names that are holding the Standing with Giants. So this is coming away from the front entrance, and it's coming round the side here. Going round the side and take you round to where the toilets are. So the stables and the coach house is down that way. Refreshments, woodland play area, and yeah, so we have a wander along here, and this is taking you around the side of the house to where the toilets are. Well, as you can see, I've come round to the back end of the house, and cool blimey, look at that. Just have a butcher's at the garden. So this is the back of the house, and just amazing. So this is now part owned by National Trust and the Rothschild something or other. So the Rothschilds have still got an interest in the place, shall we say. So yeah, just have a squint over here. Now, let me tell you, they are flowers, and they're in bloom. So you've got flowers in bloom. They look like what do you call them? Flowers. Well, I'm here at the back of Waddesdon Manor in the gardens, and as you can see, oh, look at these blooms. Just look at, apparently these are giant hyacinths, and these tall ones here, they might look like daffodils, they ain't. They're narcissus apparently, and the difference, by all accounts, is the size of the head. They're big heads on them. So these are big-headed flowers, and the ones in between, the elephant hyacinths. So there's some more effluent hyacinths. I mean, what would she say if she was here? So it's just looking back up from the elephant hyacinths up to the Waddesdon Manor itself, and I've even got an audience. And as some comedian has just pointed out, this it's all on here. So there's Bella Whites, Bellis Whites, Bellis Rose, Narcissa Watch Up, hyacinth pink elephants, and Bellus medicus mixed. So there you go. That's what you got in your flower beds down here at Waddesdon Manor. And there's people coming down all the time. My wife would absolutely love it here. Just get a glimpse at those blooms. And you've got the fountain in the middle there. And you've got these elephant hyacinths. Look at it, it's magnificent. The gardeners must have been working overtime, I must say. So if you've never been to Waddesdon Manor, and you fancy a day out, it is one of the best kept secrets in Buckinghamshire. And the place is magnificent. And you can even go inside. So it is National Trust, and it's also Rothschild. The Rothschilds have got something to do with it, because they owned the place to start with. So there's the a covering up sign of some containers, but you can see there Waddesdon and the 5 arrows of the Rothschilds, and they're the ones that own the old Chateau Lafitte down in the Bordeaux region on the west side of Gironde near Pouilly. So I'll come back round to the just going to start coming down the front side of the house again, and we'll have a walk down to the past all the motorcycles, and there you can see the trucks lined up, and yeah, so that's it, and looks like we've got almost a full complement of motorcycles all parked up down the way there. So there's a burger van, there's the trucks, and Waddesdon Manor itself. So we'll go and have a look at some of these bags.
To give you an idea, we do have representatives from Scotland, within the Harley Davidson, from what we call the Harley Owners Group. We have Devon and Cornwall represented, we have the South East represented, but obviously most importantly the Welsh contingent are the largest. So we've got our boys from Pembrokeshire, from Swansea, from Cardiff, and from Mid and North Wales as well. So, as normal, thank you very much for your support. I'm going to disappear now.
And not forgetting us guys all the way up from Godsport.
But
and
thank you very much for everything that you've done for us.
So this is the old standing with the giants.
Thank you, and thank you again for your hard work in the background. There's a lot of other people whose hard work is in the background as well. And on a day like today, we're here for various reasons, but we're actually really here to remember those back on those days. And we had the privilege of having a young man called Bert here with us. I don't know who was in charge of the weather, but thank you. Yes.
What's he doing with his mic?
I can't move too much. Crikey. Out of satellite range. Now, back at the age of 19, you were in the Normandy landings, weren't you? Which beach did you go to? Which beach did you go to?
Gold Beach. Yeah, right on there with the Canadians. Yeah. Okay.
And you, which regiment were you with at the time?
The RAFC, the Royal Army Service Corps. It supplies all the things for the army, as it says, I will drive a petrol tanker, 1800-gallon petrol tanker.
Oh, I'll tell you what, she's murdering that. She's absolutely murdering that. So it looks like these are the, don't know what these boys are doing. These might be escorts, or they might just be blood bikes. So we've got a few bikes down here. Can you hear that? Somebody's holding her nose on, aren't they all? Still doing her best. So it's a right old mix of bikes. I think the original idea was just going to be Harleys, but somebody saw some sense and had some decent bikes here. At least I got half a chance of getting some of them down there without breaking down. Unlike the Harleys, I mean, we've already seen the breakdown truck. So this is coming away from the manor house itself, and it's a little bit of a gap for bikes, but that's looking back to the manor and the 4 trucks and the bikes all waiting to get gone at 1:30 apparently. So let's have a wander down and have a squint at the Dewberry. What's it? Look, there's another decent bike, the V4 Multistrada, and yeah, I don't suppose that's going to be breaking down anytime soon. It's my favourite bike of all time. In hindsight, I wish I hadn't got rid of my Multistrada, but I don't regret it with the Himalayan. The Himalayan is awesome. Check this out for a fountain end. That is a bit flash, ain't it? It says, please do not swim or throw gravel into the fountain. Amazing bit of kit. So we'll have a quick squint round before the bus comes up. They've got a bus service running from the bottom all the way up. So, water, lots of it. That is a proper fountain going there. And this is looking back up to the manor. So you've got 2 views out of the house, haven't you? You've got the front view where you're looking out on this, the drive and the garden there. And then you get the lucky ones that are around the back looking over the gardens there. So, wow, is all I've got to say. Wow. Waddesdon Manor is pretty special, I must admit. And from the fountain, I mean, dotted all around the place, there are these statues. I'm making an assumption they are white marble, but they just kind of set the place off a bit, don't they? So, yeah, check that out with grapes and a hare. So there you go, white marble, and they're dotted all over the place. Alice über the Platz. This is another view from the other side. Oh, just look at that flower bed there. I mean, those tulips. I know they're tulips because they come from Amsterdam. When it's spring again, I'll bring again tulips from Amsterdam. And looking back up towards the house, and then we're coming around to the rockery. Now, I think this used to be like the fridge for the house, but we'll go and check it out anyway. Oh, there you go. It says, please keep off the Pullum rocks. They are a historical feature dating from the 19th century and as such require conserving for the future. So remember what I said earlier, that I think this is what was the fridge for the house. So that's the entrance to it. And it says don't climb on the rocks. Looks a bit dodgy to me. Aha. It says no dogs beyond this point, please. Assistant dogs are welcome. So you can bring your dogs here, but they can't go in this bit. And there's a reason for that, because this is the aviary, as you can hear. Just have a squint round there. Another beautifully laid out garden. Well, get a load of this then. This is the aviary sprouting in spring. The garden team and volunteers have planted over 6,500 plants, 5,500 bulbs in the aviary, which will flower in the spring. So what they've got is they've got Night Tulip, or Tulip Nightclub, Tulip Kansas Proud, Tulip Negretta Double, Tulip Angel's Wish, Tulip Yellow Muscadet, Tulip Grass Cream, and then Polyanthus Officials Lemon, and Polyanthus Victoria Anna Lilac Lace. So, boom, there you have it. So there's, what, 11,000 plants stuck in here for your delighted delectation, as they say. Look at that. Oh, that's just awesome. Now, I was talking to a geezer a little while ago, and he was saying that the way they do it nowadays is that they it's computer generated, the layout, tells them what to plant, where to plant, and how to plant, goes off down to a place in Cornwall, and they sort the plants out and ship them up to be planted out so they flower at the right sort of time. They didn't have that years ago, not when my late wife was a garden guide here. It was all done with the know-how. And her father, he was a gardener here before the war. Useless information. Got in here, what you can hear screeching in the background are birds. Up and about. So there you go, here's another bit of a fountain. And looks like she's eating a banana. Information for you, here's a bit more information for you. Meet the aviary keeper here every Wednesday, Thursday and Friday at 2 p.m. Talks last at approximately 25 minutes and it's free. So there you go. Meet here every Wednesday, Thursday and Friday at 2 o'clock. Now, I'm not much of a gardener, but I mean, look at that valley down there, that's lovely. And then you come to the top here, these buggers are all dying off. They don't look well at all, this lot. I think they need to get in amongst there and dead them or something. But just have a look down there. And this is just round the corner from the gaff. From the old drum there, the house. Who knew they had elephants at Waddesdon Manor? Oh well, that's me. So who knew that they'd have elephants here at Waddesdon Manor? So there's, I think that'll be a bull elephant, and that's a mummy elephant with a baby elephant. Now it looks like these are made out of bamboo, I think. Now the question is, are they African or are they Indian elephants? My guess is they're halfway between. I think they're Indian actually. I think they're depicting Indian elephants because the ears are a little bit smaller than they would be on an African elephant. So there you go, elephants at Waddesdon Manor. So this is a stand-in with Heroes team. I think they're going over to France to erect them all, and they're with a D-Day veteran in the middle there. Well, this has made it. So 2 of the trucks are here, 2 lots of bikes are here. We started off at the back. we we were the last one out, and it was like we're the second one here. So, yeah. But the trucks went a different way at the end. So we're now at Fort Nelson, and there's the bikes turn up, there's the trucks, and hopefully we're going to go and get something to eat and drink. There's that multi-stride that's made it then. Oh, it's a flashy one, a Pines Peak at that. So we've got some bikes here. Amazing, most of the Harleys made it. They're the ones that normally break down, aren't they? Harleys. So there's us standing with giants. And that's it then. That's the last truck coming in. And some of the bikes are scarpering. Like me, I'm just about to scarper. So that's the 4 trucks. All back and done and dusted. Now they're off on Sunday morning across to France. They're going off to the Blue Oyster Club. So that's it. Go and find me bike. Tell mine it's got a pennant up. So that's it. Let's battle my way back through here. And you know, they didn't tell me. Look, helmet hair. What am I like? Anyway, there she is. Already go again. We're out of it. We're gone. We're like history.